Hey, how's it going, everybody? It's Weird Avenue, Christopher Marsh. How you doing? So, I'm just really fucking sick of all this stupid shit. And Big Pharma giving people medication for anxiety, OCD, depression, PTSD, blah blah blah. Hey, guess what? We'll give you Prozac, and it'll work for a while, but it could make you suicidal. But if that doesn't work, we'll give you Zoloft, and that could work for a while, but that can make you suicidal too. Or you can try fluvoxamine, and maybe that'll work for a while, and for some time it'll work, but it could cause teeth grinding. But I'm sure you'll be okay. And then later on, after a few years, oh no, my teeth are starting to hurt. They're really painful, but I don't know why they hurt so much. I don't know. And then later on, after a few years, then the teeth really, really hurt. And it's like, "Ah! Ah!" So, then you go to the dentist, and they try to figure some things out. And they're like, "Oh, looks like you're grinding your teeth, Christopher." And I'm like, "Oh?" And they're like, "Yeah, well, that sucks." And then, you know, you get a mouth guard or something, and then your teeth are still grinding, and they still hurt, and that flimsy mouth guard at Fred Meyer isn't very helpful. So then they're like, "Well, maybe there's something wrong with your jaw." So then you go to urgent care at the UW, and they try to look into it, but they're super busy, and they're like, "Well, we'll help you out and do something about it when we can." And it's like, okay, what do I do about the horrible pain in my teeth? "Oh, you just take 2 Advil and I don't know, that should be okay." Okay, what if it's not okay? And I guess you can take 3 Advil or 4 Advil, and then it should be okay. Okay. So then, go along, and for a few months or so, you try that, but the teeth grinding keeps getting worse, and then it really hurts. And so then you make a call, and you say, "Hey, I really need some help. My teeth are really fucking killing me. I need a lot of help here. I feel like I got a knife in my fucking jaw, and I can't fucking sleep." So then they're like, "Okay, we'll set up an appointment." So they set up an appointment, and the appointment is like 3 weeks away. And I'm like, 3 weeks away? But it's supposed to be urgent care. And they're like, "Yeah, I know, but we're a little short staffed and blah, 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 blah." I'm like, okay, sure. And so then later on, things get worse and worse and worse, and you're feeling really shitty and you feel really horrible, and it's like, well, I'm not really enjoying myself that much, so I guess I'll take some more fluvoxamine. And so the doctor's like, "Okay, I'll give you some fluvoxamine, and that'll help make everything better." And it's like, now I feel even more shitty and feel really bad. So then you go through your dad's, drawers, and you take some of his painkillers that he is not using. So you take those because those will make you feel better. But after a while, a couple months or so, Dad doesn't have any more painkillers, and then it's like, well, holy shit, everything still really fucking hurts. So then, by this time, pain is so bad, it's starting to feel suicidal and feel really bad. And so it's like, okay, I'm gonna email my doctor and be like, hey, Dr. Drangsholt, everything really hurts, and I need some fucking painkillers right now, because I feel like I'm gonna fucking die, or I'm gonna jump out a window, because everything really fucking hurts. And so then the doctor's like, whoa, okay, we'll do something about it, blah, 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 blah. And so they set up an appointment. And so then you go see the doctor, and the doctor makes you fill out a questionnaire. It says, do you feel suicidal? Do you feel like you're a failure? Do you feel like life sucks? Blah, 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 blah. And so you fill out all this stuff. And they're like, so is everything okay? And like, well, if everything was okay, I wouldn't be here right now. And so then you say, I need some painkillers because my teeth really hurt. And so, but they say, take 3 Advil and 2 Tylenol, blah, 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 blah. And it's like, okay. And so then later on, you get some Norco from a friend in California who is really sweet, and sends you some because her father has pain issues, so you get to use some of her Norco. And then you start to wean yourself off of fluvoxamine, because fluvoxamine just kind of makes you feel bloated and doesn't exactly help. And so then you tried to get a hold of urgent care again, and they're still not fucking available, and they're not urgent. So then after a while, from weaning yourself off of fluvoxamine for a while, things start feeling better. And but you're still having trouble sleeping, so then you go to a sleep doctor, and then you find out you have sleep apnea. So then you get a CPAP machine, and that kind of helps things to feel better, and things slowly start to get better. And then you talk to your doctor, Dr. Bailey, and say, hey, my teeth have been feeling pretty bad for a long time. And then he tells you, oh, well, that's because of bruxism. And it's like, well, what the hell is bruxism? So then Dr. Bailey says bruxism is what makes you grind your teeth and go like that, and it gets really bad. And so, but then after all this time, after all these tests and all these x-rays and all this stuff, they can't find out anything that's wrong with your jaw. So it turns out that the TMJ, which they said is why you grind your teeth, and it's caused by bruxism, is what the real problem was. And it wasn't your jaw, it wasn't anything wrong with the jaw or whatever. It's just TMJ, and TMJ is caused by bruxism, which is caused by fluvoxamine, which is given by the doctor to help you with your OCD. But the medication they give you to help with your OCD fucks your jaw up. And when your jaw gets fucked up, you get fucked up, and things get really shitty and really bad. And in fact, they're so bad that I would have been better if I hadn't taken fluvoxamine at all, because then I never would have had TMJ. So then they prescribe you something else like Boostipro to deal with the bruxism, but unfortunately Boostipro makes OCD worse, or it did for me. So then can't take Boostipro either. And so then after all this time, you decide that this sucks and you stop taking fluvoxamine. And then maybe you try some other antidepressants, which are okay for a while, but then it makes you grind your teeth more. So then you can't take that shit either. So then wind up having to look for alternatives like TMS, and make sure you go to a competent TMS place like TMS Washington, and not a shitty, horrible place like neuro treatment where there's stupid cunts like Dr. Morris and other fucking douchebags who work there who make you feel like shit because they're incompetent and they just care about taking your money and they don't care about doing the right thing. So, but after all this time, at least my jaw is feeling better, and I don't feel like I'm getting stabbed in the mouth every day or getting stabbed in the jaw every day, because I'm not taking the medication that they prescribed to me for obsessive compulsive disorder, anxiety, depression. And so I go to TMS Washington to test that out, and hopefully that will work. Or if that's not really helpful, then you go with shrooms and ketamine, which I've heard is really, really helpful. And marijuana is nice, and CBD is nice too. So, the point is that even though some medications may help for a while, they have really shitty side effects, and instead of coming out and saying that, oh, well, your jaw problems might be because of medication, or something like that, they don't say anything. And they don't prescribe you with painkillers because they don't take bruxism seriously. And so they don't take your problems seriously. But they'll give you some other medication to help your mental health that has other bad side effects and causes bruxism. So, the pharmaceutical industry is full of shit. antidepressants that they give you can cause more problems and make your life more fucked up and more horrible than it already was in the first place. But they'll try to give you something else to deal with the side effects. And maybe the something else has side effects too. So then they'll prescribe something else. So then you wind up taking 5 goddamn pills for something every single fucking day, instead of them maybe giving you some painkillers to help with your teeth. Or they could, mention something like shrooms or marijuana or something like that. And that's because they're all bought and paid for by Big Pharma. And so they would rather make money off you and off of your suffering than actually be practical and try to stop the problems instead of giving you more pills to make more problems. So, Big Pharma is fucking bullshit. Now, that's not to say that some of those drugs don't work for some people, or that they're not helpful for some people, but they didn't really work for me. Big Pharma is a load of fucking bullshit. Goddamn stupid fucking bullshit. And the only things that have really been helpful for me for the last few years have been therapy and painkillers and CBD and physical therapy. So don't trust pharma. Because pharma is total fucking bullshit. And that's my story. Real shortened version of my story, but that's my story. So, if you have problems with bruxism and OCD and all that stuff, then I would suggest start going the natural pathway, the natural way, and look for alternatives besides medication. Because medication fucking sucks. And the medical industry in this country is totally fucked up. And pharma's fucking bullshit. So there we go. Fight the power, ladies and gentlemen. Fight the fucking power. Pharma's bullshit. Pharma sucks. Have a nice day, everybody. Thank you for listening. Have a good day, ladies and gentlemen. Goodbye. Have a good day. Bye.